Hi loves. Hi loves, hi loves, hi loves. Medium Michaela Martin. Back with the Ananda family for video number 2 in today's time and space of December 8th, 2024. We hope all is well with you, love, and the peace, love, light, oneness, and truth that we share with you and we send to you in as we are one loves. So for the second video, loves, today, I, Medium Michaela Martin, asked Sananda Yeshua to address 2 things he said in his last video or teaching, and that was the difference between density versus dimension. Because I knew when I listened to it, most of you brothers and sisters of the collective are going to be confused. So I asked Sananda Yeshua to simply address this in a separate video for you, loves. And remember, do not shoot the vessel or the messenger. Only take what resonates and leave the rest, loves. And if you wish and desire to share us with open-minded and open-hearted brothers and sisters, please feel free to do that. And every link you need is provided in the YouTube channel official description and the video description. You can also go to Kimberly Palm's website, spiritualgrowthjourneys.com, and Spiritual Growth Journeys on her YouTube channel for more information and details. Being that we're already grounded, we're going to do a little bit for you, loves, and then Yeshua will do his thing. I ground my roots again in Mother Tara and extend my branches all the way up through Father, Mother, Adonai, Source Creator, as we are one. I use the violet flame of you, Father, Mother, Adonai, and Saint Germain to cleanse, purify, balance, and align the chakras, keeping them open with light and love only, letting go of any ego, filter, bias, thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and feelings of duality, so that I may become a clear, open channel for you, Sananda Yeshua, with only the purest intention of light and love. And so it is done. As I ask you, Brother Uriel, to please calm the background noise until Sananda Yeshua finishes the teaching, so that only the truth may be given to brothers and sisters of the collective that are ready and willing to receive it. I also ask for you, Father, Mother, Adonai, to cloak all of your perfect sons and daughters in your diamond white light of protection and perfection, as we are one with you, Father, Mother, as any and all darkness or demonic energies or any infiltration must be dealt with by you, Father, Mother, across all times, spaces, places, dimensions, ultra realities, and parallel universes, times 1,000, in the name of Sananda Yeshua the Christ. And so it is done. I also ask for you, Brother Zacchaeus, to place your multi-layer, multi-dimensional protective shield of protection, of light and of love around any and all technologies that we as a family may use, and the collective brothers and sisters may use at this time, only allowing for the purest intention of love and light and truth be given. And so it is done. We ask for you, Brother Michael, to step forward with your protection of love and of light and of truth around our family and the collective, as only the truth shall be given. And so it is done. In the name of Yeshua the Christ. And remember, loves, do not shoot the vessel or the messenger. I do not know what Yeshua is going to say or do, and whatever he says and does is on him. But remember, take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. And we love you all. And indeed, once again, greetings unto you, precious, beloved, holy children of light divine, of that perfect infinite love, that what you are, as I am. For I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known simply throughout time and space as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. I come not for myself, but indeed for you, beloved friends. For the Holy Child is but one love, in the heart of Christ consciousness, beloveds. It is in this way, through my beloved sister, that when Yeshua speaks of truth, compassion, tenderness, mercy, and freedom for all, dear one. Does that make sense for you? We were asked by this, our beloved, to speak upon the terms that one Yeshua did indeed mention in one's teaching since we last spoke to you, beloveds, and that is density versus dimension, as they have been misunderstood by the collective of man's consciousness. They have been, should we say, to use a word of your terminology and duality, misinterpreted as to be the same thing, but indeed this is not so, beloved friends. Density and dimension are different, dear one. Density is a state of consciousness, dear one. Dimension is, should we say, the realm, the higher realm. Does this make sense for you, dear one? In truth, the densities and dimensions get alternated and interchanged for another, as your beloved humanity gets these terms confused, dear one. Density is a state of consciousness or awareness, or should we say, to use a simpler term, knowledge that one has obtained, dear one. Dimension is the realm, dear one. As there are indeed 13 dimensions. And yes, beloved friends, we said 13 dimensions. As there are multiple levels of consciousness, beloveds. And your 12th density, beloved friends. Your 12th and 13th density are where your beloved angels come from, dear one. This is indeed why when Yeshua simply said in your last teaching that your Akashic records can only be accessed by your 12th and 13th density beings known as angels, dear one. Angels and therefore ascended masters, dear ones. Does this make sense for you? Your planet, beloveds, is in the process of shifting oneself from the third density, ego, fear consciousness, into the fifth density of, should we say, love vibration of consciousness. Does this make sense for you, beloved friends? When one is speaking of density versus dimension, your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and her inhabitants are indeed shifting, dear one. But in truth, your collective, beloved brothers and sisters, are getting these words of expression, should we say, to use a word of your duality, mixed up, dear one. as there is actually 14 dimensions in your level of your vibration frequency, dear one, in your higher realms, as everything is indeed frequency, beloved friends. Everything is energy, but in your time and space of duality, your plane is heading from your third density consciousness of fear and ego into what our beloved would say, love density consciousness, or agape love, dear one. Unconditional love, dear one. Does this make sense for you? Indeed, one Yeshua is a ninth density being that resides in the seventh dimension, dear one. And what does this mean? The seventh dimension, as one has perceived it, is known as heaven or home, dear one. But your ninth density is a state of consciousness, or should we say knowledge, dear one, of ascended masters. Of the higher realm, dear one. Does this make sense for you? But one Sananda Yeshua speaks through this, our beloved, who has indeed come here upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth, to be the voice of one Sananda Yeshua. As many upon your planet seek to be of Christ consciousness or of higher density, dear one. And as when Yeshua has simply said, dear one, not all of you are Christed. Some of you are, but some of you are not. In truth, beloved, when one Yeshua speaks from your other realms, through this, our beloved, one has to bring one's level to your planet, beloved, so that others may blend with me, beloved ones. As the dimensions and densities are different when you're in your vessel of the physical body of duality versus your light body or your higher self form, dear one. Does this make sense for you, beloved? In truth, beloved, as the veil of forgetfulness starts to lift, it is important to remain grounded, centered, and focused on the one reality that matters, and that is love. That is peace. That is freedom. That is power. That is forgiveness. That is unity of oneness of the I Am Presence, dear one. One Yeshua is as you are. For indeed have I not often said through this, our beloved, you are your own masters of your own duality and therefore perception. There are millions upon your planet that are, do we say, claiming to be one Yeshua and claiming to be from the, should we say, Akashic record, dear one. But indeed, they are simply choosing to be as though they were deceiving others. And one of the deceivers, dear one. This is indeed why one Yeshua and one's family that are not in your vessel of the physical body cannot return until the darkness is obliterated, dear one. And everyone and everything is in agape love, consciousness, or the fifth density of consciousness, dear one. Density, beloveds, is a level of vibration. Dimension is higher realms, dear one. Your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, is heading toward the fifth density, or agape love consciousness. As she too is but love energy. Does this make sense for you, beloved friends? In truth, your dimensions, as one has perceived it, dear one, have only been, to use a word of your duality, known to be 12, dear one. And in truth, this indeed is not so. There is actually 13 dimensions, dear one. And one Yeshua will be, should we say, to use a word of your duality, elaborating and further explanation upon this topic, beloved friends, in a future teaching. As many truths with a capital T are yet being unveiled. As many of your societal structures have been introverted by darkness and deception and cruelty, as the truth unveils itself of light and of love, dear one, that what you are, as the comforter creator of balloon consciousness, is pulling back the curtain of all darkness and deception and unveiling the truth with a capital T behind it. Does that make sense for you? This in truth is why one Yeshua simply has said, one cannot access the Akashic records without being of a 12th or 13th density being level of consciousness. So indeed, beloveds, some of you are and some of you are not. Only your soul would know the true essence of what and who you are as a being. But assuredly, dear one, you are love, and love is eternal and infinite, dear one. Love knows no perception of duality, only perfection. For God indeed is but love, as are you, beloved friends. So indeed, beloved, when one is speaking of your dimensions versus your density, they are two separate meanings for two separate expressions, dear one. Density is a level of consciousness, and dimension, should we say, is the higher realm, dear one. Does that make sense for you? It is indeed that simple. All truth is yet being unveiled in your perfect divine time. As we continue these teachings of truth, of love, and of justice for all, dear one, we invite you, beloveds, to breathe in the I am presence of what you are, and ask for the truth to be shown on to you, and indeed, it will For as one Yeshua has simply said, what you declare and decree becomes so, beloved friends. It is indeed that simple. The power is in I am, that what you are an aspect of. And so indeed it is, beloveds. I am Sananda, Yeshua the Christ, your beloved brother and friend and equal. And I have come with my sword of truth, once again, to bind all darkness and evil and liberate the pure in heart, so that indeed the truth shall reign again. And so too, may peace be given to your Holy Mother, beloved earth, yet again, in your perfect divine time, as I am indeed the Prince of Peace. And so indeed it is, dear one. And so indeed it is.